Hey nerds, we are talking about Star Trek Lower Decks, episode 7 of season 3, A Mathematically Perfect Redemption. We're going to review the episode and then do a spoiler breakdown of the episode, starting now. Welcome to the Nerd Social. I am Nathan.
And I'm Kendra.
Hey, so the spoiler-free logline for this episode is a wayward Starfleet ensign struggles to find a path to redemption. So, Contra, what did you think of this episode?
I enjoyed it. It brings back a character that I thought was forgotten about from earlier in the season. And I will say, when the episode started, I was like, I know exactly how this is going to end. And it did end that way, but the journey there was completely unexpected. And I thought just like very funny and ridiculous. I think they had fun playing into some tropes with this episode and this character and just taking you through twists and turns. And especially in terms of the redemption arc of this character, which there's a plot twist there. But it was enjoyable. It definitely played into some themes that we see regularly in Star Trek. I laughed out loud quite a few times watching it because they really played it up.
Yeah, it was a funny episode. Like, I had to think about how I felt about this episode because it really has nothing to do with anything else in the show. It's like when they did a Barclay episode in TNG, and Barclay is like usually in the C plot of the episode, and they gave him an entire episode, or even, I guess that would be like if they gave Billups an episode, but it's even a more obscure character than that.
Yeah.
You may have forgotten this character because you haven't seen this character since season 1 of the show, but it was still very funny. I'm not sure how you knew how it was going to end. I expected, given the title, the redemption of this character, but I probably should have known that it was going to be some twists and turns given who the character is. So yeah, it was funny and also ridiculous, like super ridiculous in a lot of different places. It was super ridiculous. Yeah. So yeah, I can't say that I like this episode as much as last week, because last week we were at DS9, but it was still a solid episode. Yeah. All right. So it's difficult to talk about this one without spoiling it. So let's delve into it. But if you're enjoying the conversation, please like, share, and subscribe. It helps out the channel, helps the algorithm. Small thing, but it helps us out. Really appreciate it. All right. So spoilers ahead. So, Peanut Hamper is a trip.
Yeah, I had even forgotten that it was like season 1 where we lost Hamper.
It was the finale of season 1.
It has been. And
it was the finale of season 1. Like, in the middle of the episode, too. It was like, she doesn't even factor into most of that episode.
I was like, oh, this is sweet. We're going to be sweet and sad, right? Because she's been out there floating around in space for quite some time. And you're like, okay, she's going to get rescued. And then just like accidentally lands on this planet.
Well, I don't know if she's going to get it. So I guess when you said that you knew where it was going to end, maybe I should have known where it was going to end based upon how she started, because she could have gotten rescued, but she doesn't want to get rescued because she thinks that they're going to throw her in the brig for abandoning the crew.
So the moment that I knew that Peanut Hamper was going to go and be with all the other crazy AI machines was when she got to that planet and I saw their civilization. But I think my assumption was that she was going to become ruler or create this crazy civilization around her. Because I was like, nah, she's cray-cray. She's not gonna be really redeemed or whatever. She's gonna wind up with a crazy AI. And they do like make you think
that she's gonna get redeemed. Yeah. But yeah.
Like she seems but the path, the journey there, like her falling in love with the son, who's gonna be the next leader and helping the people with science and healing them and all of this. Like she played a good long game.
So yeah, it was a very interesting episode. The twists and turns. So for a little bit of context, if you don't know, Peanut Hamper, like I said, 10th episode of season 1 was the first time we saw her. She's an exocomp, and the first time we saw the exocomps were in season 6 of TNG. The first and the last time before Peanut Hamper showed up, and she's the only one who can actually speak that we've seen. Similar to the security, not the security chief, because I guess Shaxs came back, but the guy who's from that world. He speaks. He speaks Standard Federation as well, though.
Metaphor.
He speaks in metaphor, but he also speaks Standard Federation. So all these cultures have evolved, I guess, since TNG. But she's disdainful for most of the episode of these people. She calls them like backwater people, and you assume that she's going to be that way the entire time. And then they have the kind of the redemption arc that they usually have with these kind of characters. Oh, she softens and she really does like these people, and then she has a ridiculous romance with the chief's the chief's son, Rada. These are these areolas. They actually make a fun joke about that as well because Boimler on the ship when they actually find her, he can't pronounce who the name is, and when we get these screeners, we don't have all the information about the cast. So yeah, I don't know how to pronounce their names. But yeah, the ridiculous sex scenes that they have with her and him, or the allusion to sex scenes.
But I think that also speaks to, because there's a lot of like interspecies coupling in Star Trek, and they never address that, like how do what goes where, how do these things work. I guess the assumption is like for humanoids that in general things are in the same place, like maybe you have an extra set of something or whatnot, but it'll work out. But in this, you're just like, she's an exocomp, like so she's a machine, and he's a bird.
Sure, I mean, maybe she replicated something that she needed for that transaction, because she, as an exocomp, she can replicate.
He stuck it right in the hole where all of her like tools come out of it. Maybe. That's what is implied. It was like. But
that's what he kissed. He kissed the hole where the tool comes out, but I don't know where. Like I said, they leave everything else to the imagination. So
it's multifunctional. It's a multifunctional.
Yeah, maybe. So
the show is not forgiven.
This conversation is ridiculous.
Because the episode, like I said, like I just laughed out loud. I'm like, you've got to get it. Like they fall in love. Actually, it's very resistant. It's the society,
because he doesn't like technology, and we found out later on that he doesn't like technology because their ancestors were spacefarers. It's like it was giving me Moana vibes for a bit.
Yeah, we were spacefarers, and then we shunned that because it caused war and strife, problems. And he shares all of their secrets with Peanut Hamper. They have really advanced spaceships.
Yeah, and I guess this is when the plot hatches in her mind, but we don't see that. We see her, although it seems like she's softening before that, right? And then she realizes, oh, this is an opportunity, because she hooked up with him before he shows her all this stuff. So I don't know what her plan was. Maybe she was liking the adoration of the villagers because they didn't like her. Then she saves the village elder from the sky snake, or the sky serpent. And she has a good joke there about, why are you calling it sky serpent? Everything has wings on this planet. But so she saves him, and then
you're like, oh, that's a good point.
Yeah. Then she also uses her knowledge of science to also make sure all the hatchlings hatch, and that starts to have him come around. But yeah, all through that, I guess maybe she's like resigning herself to this place because she still doesn't want to call Starfleet, because she could call Starfleet.
Yeah, I've always called Starfleet.
She doesn't want to get arrested. And then I guess he shows her the ships, and then she hatches another plan to be a hero. It's fun.
Yeah, they don't tell you, but I wouldn't have been surprised if she was on her way to like she was forming like a powerful alliance with the sun. Like,
so from controlling the civilization, similar to what you thought it was going to happen at the beginning. Yeah. And then she just found a quicker out. Yeah, and she found a quicker out. Yeah, I didn't even really put that together at the beginning. That she like, she doesn't actually seem megamaniacal, which is actually the section of the Daisham Institute where she actually has all the megamaniacal computer section is where she ends up at the end. She just seems spoiled, like super spoiled and self-involved, but a character from Clueless. But I could see if things stretched on her having them like worship her. Definitely, yeah, I could see her getting there.
But yeah, like the last few minutes of the episode, a couple minutes, just took so many turns, right? Because they're about to get married, Peanut Hamper and Rada.
Yeah,
and then that scavenger species shows up and just starts like destroying the planet to get at their ships.
Yeah.
And Peanut Hamper, again, like, you're a fool, because she saves the day. She goes on board the ship, takes out, what does she do? Does she like take out their crew?
Yeah, she takes out their crew. I think she takes out like some sort of security system and then blows up the ship. These are the Drachmani who showed up in, I think, season 1 or 2, I think maybe 2, with the ensign who was terrible. He was not really Starfleet material. That was the episode that they showed up in. And it's actually voiced by J.G. Hertzler, the same guy who plays Martok, the captain of that ship. Yeah, this is the second time we've seen these scavengers as well. So yeah, she takes out the ship, she blows them up, but apparently they transport to the shipyard of the ancient civilization, and they take over one of the ships and start blowing things up. So it's so funny that they want retribution against Starfleet, and they're like, of course we recorded this, and you just hear the recording from Peanut Hamper, and this is after she's been with Rada. Like, this is like after she slept with Rada, after the people like her and everything. She's like, come and get the stuff. These rubes will never. It's like, okay.
just here.
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, she doesn't really have any high regard or any regard whatsoever for humans.
And she also planned, because she called Starfleet, right? So the Cerritos.
She does.
And you realize she's planned all of this,
right?
For him to arrive at the moment where she makes her sacrifice, or she saves the day, right?
Yeah.
Because they're all like, "Oh wow, Peanut Hamper saves the day. She's learned things."
Yeah.
And then it's this was all a ruse.
Which I guess goes to the title of the episode, A Mathematically Perfect Redemption, because she does have a mathematically perfect redemption, just like, I guess the name Peanut Hamper is mathematically perfect, but it's not necessarily, doesn't quite work even though it's mathematically perfect. Like she thought about all the beats, but didn't think about a couple of things, or didn't account for a couple of things. It's funny. It's really funny. The back and forth. Oh, and then Rada goes into his ship, one of the ancient ships, one of the bigger ones, to take out the scavengers, and he saves the day by actually embracing technology. And then she shows up and she's like, "Oh yeah, this is the lesson that I was trying to teach you all along."
He was a trip.
Yeah, it's like no one believes her, and she's like, "You know what? Forget you guys. I'm just gonna call the Borg." But he can just
like, that's not going to work out for anybody, including you.
Yeah.
Like, you will definitely be assimilated.
Yeah, yes. I think that was the line that took her over the maniacal line where they had to lock her up, because if she's like signals to the Borg, that's species destruction sort of thing. So yeah. But at the end, we get another cameo from Agnes, which we saw in season 2, played by Jeffrey Combs, who plays so many characters in Star Trek. Like, I couldn't list them all, but the most famous ones are like Shran on Enterprise and the Wayun. I didn't actually, when I was looking this up, I didn't even realize that there was like 4 different Wayuns. He played Wayun 4 through 8. They kept dying. He also played Brunt as well. But yeah, Agnes shows up again, and there's a suggestion here that we're going to get another episode at some point in the future. Maybe it'll be season 5, because they skipped a couple seasons before we checked in with her, and they're going to be, I don't know, teaming up together or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if they actually pick that thread up again.
Peanut Hamper is definitely not to be trusted, though. Like,
yeah. So. Yeah, maybe he tries to ally with her, and she double crossed him. But they're all evil. They're all like his whole episode was trying to fool Boimler, and Boimler was like letting him think that he was fooling him. So yeah, they're all evil. I don't know. We'll see if they come up with a good idea for that. They definitely left that thread there anyway. I don't know. Did we miss anything in this episode?
I don't think so. I think we hit like all of the ridiculous notes.
So the actress who plays this Peanut Hamper is Kether Donohue. I haven't seen her in a lot of things. She was in the show Be Positive, but that was canceled. But they also seem to, like, for all the bird people, the Ariolos, they seem to choose an actor and then cast a bunch of actors based upon the actor. So the village chief is James Tsai, who, I'm not sure if you watch Avatar, The Last Airbender. Yeah. So the cabbage guy who was like, "My cabbages!" That's who that is. But like the son was Harry Shum from Glee. So they chose an Asian guy for the chief, and they chose another Asian guy for his son. Then Lauren Tom is the I think he's one of the women. I guess the woman who wasn't attracted to the son before Peanut Hamper showed up. So she plays Amy from Futurama, the Asian girl from Futurama. Yeah. So there's just random casting. I guess like I said, I think they cast one person and it was like, okay, let's cast a bunch of other Asian actors. But I don't know that they were speaking in a very inflected way where you thought that they were Asian or not. But
no. But yeah, interesting casting choice.
Yeah. Anyway, I think we covered everything. All right. Mm-hmm. So if we missed anything, let us know down below. Share, like, and subscribe, and we will be back next week. All right, guys. Bye. Thanks.
Bye.